Hello, welcome to a VOD review on Numbani. Looks like we got a gold level match. This player is playing Reinhardt. I've never seen this video before, so I'll be commenting in real time. So let's get into it. So, just to start off, I don't really like Reinhardt here on Numbani. Back in the day when people didn't really know how to play Overwatch, they would kind of just stack this room with like 4 bodies or more. Reinhardt made more sense during those days. Now people are recognizing that on this map, you can attack from so many angles. There's like the room beneath you, there's the thing to your left, there's the area to the right, including this room itself. So just to start off, I don't really like Reinhardt here. I prefer comps that abuse, like, because you have so much space around the point. You have like this area, you have this area, and then like that area to the left. Then there's like the stairs behind you. Then there's that like little room that's behind the point. There's for this map on defense, there's so much area around the point that you can use. And when you pick Reinhardt here, you're kind of you're not taking advantage of all that. So if you were going to use Reinhardt, I'd recommend pairing it with like a Bastion, and even then, maybe I'd prefer Orisa in that comp. So, anyways, that's enough about that. I'm just not a huge fan of the Reinhardt, but I'm of the philosophy that any reasonable comp can work if you play it correctly. Cool. So let's get into it. So actually, before we get into it, let's talk a little bit about what you should be doing. So it really depends on what kind of comp they're bringing out, right? Like if they're going to bring a super hyper dive comp that brings like Winstons, Genjis, Tracers, Divas, maybe a Pharah in there. That's going to be that's going to screw you over a lot. So you're just going to have to do your best to keep your shield up, protect your teammates as much as possible. Swing when your shield is low. You're probably not going to be charging very much because you're gonna endanger yourself by doing that. However, if they're running if they're running like a death ball comp, like with a Reinhardt, with like a soldier and stuff like that, then you're actually in a pretty good position. Your goal is just to stay here and just do the Reinhardt shield battle, and then just we'll see what comp they bring out, and then we'll discuss what you should be doing. Okay. Okay, so you got a Zarya and a Lucio. Let's see what else your team has.
You're going on right.
Okay, you got a Pharah. They got a Diva. They have a Pharah. Okay, so yeah, Pharah again. Playing Reinhardt into a Pharah is actually a huge pain in the ass because she can boop you, she can wreck your shield, or she can wreck the people behind your shield because she has that verticality. So I don't like that you abandoned the high ground so early. So I would have liked you to stay up there a little bit longer. I'm okay with that fire strike. Yeah, that Pharah is just going to be a pain in your ass. So we'll see how you deal with that. So right now, see, this is kind of the problem with Reinhardt. There's not a lot you can really do to help your team. Like, I think maybe the best option is to. It looks like you have 3 opponents ahead of you. You could probably just push forward and create space for your team, and then unfortunately you're just gonna have to let that Pharah just wreck your backline or you, because if you go backwards, you're just gonna kind of put yourself in a corner, and then you kind of just let them. You're letting them you're giving them all this space, and as Reinhardt, your job is to create space. So you're really the only option here I see is to just move forward and create space with your shield. Yeah, I think that's the best thing you got here. But again, I'm not really happy with this Reinhardt pick. Okay, excellent. And you're protecting that Zarya. Good. Okay, that McCree messed up his flashbang. Good for you. Usually against a McCree, when he's going up like that, you want to move your shield up. That way you protect the flashbang. But this is gold level, so you probably don't have to worry about that kind of stuff quite yet. Okay, cool. Cool. Okay, I like this. You put your shield down before it breaks. That way you can pull it out again if you need it. And your goal now is just to stay alive, swing like a madman, and let your shield regenerate a bit. You do not want to use charge here. It's just, like we kind of talked about earlier, it's just going to put you at risk of getting killed. Oh, and a grenade.
My shield is around 500.
Okay, good. Yeah, that was excellent. Very good job there. Very, very good job. Cool.
But I can put it up like
you could probably actually... You could probably go for that Mercy and start swinging, I don't think there's anyone behind you that you're protecting, but I'm not sure. Like, you're kind of out of position here because you're not protecting. I think you have 2 teammates to your right. You want to be helping them. And if not, then you want to be swinging at something like this Mercy. Yeah, your whole team's over there. You need to get aggressive and start swinging at the very least this D.Va. Okay, you tagged that Fire Strike. Good. Nice. You blocked that Sleep Dart. Excellent. There's that Pharah.
Pharah down, soldier.
Ooh. Okay, so I want to commend you on not charging. A lot of Reinhardts, especially at this level, they use their charge way too often, and then just end up dying right away. So you did a good job of just swinging while your shield was regenerating and putting your shield back up. You did a good job of creating space for your team, but then after that, you kind of you avoided them. You like went to the side, and I don't think you were protecting anyone, and they were just available to just be shot at. So a good play followed up by a bad play.
Lucio, why aren't you on healing?
Okay. Okay, so I like what you're doing here. You're trying to just posture. Well, how much time is left? Okay, so the correct play here is to wait for more teammates to come. Like, you want to be waiting
Something else.
right here. You want to wait right here. When you get about 2 teammates coming back from spawn, then you want to go forward with your shield and get on the point and contest it when it's about, like, 80, 90%. That's going to give you the best option to contest this. Although now that I say that, I see that you have 2 teammates near the point. So let's see. Oh, what happened? There we go. Okay, so you have 1 teammate on the point. No, it looks like 2. Oh, but 1 dies.
Lucio, why aren't you on?
So you could help that teammate. But I would actually prefer if you, like I said earlier, if you wait and wait for another wave of teammates, like that soldier who's coming up soon, and then probably someone else, and then go together as a team. Right now, it looks like what you're going to do is wait. You're going to wait in this corner, and they're just going to shoot your shield, and by the time you're ready to contest, you're going to have no shield or almost no shield. So this is a bad play. You just want to wait behind a corner, wait for teammates, and then push out as a wave. And this soldier, he got a little trigger happy, and he just wants to use his ultimate. You can't stop stuff like that. But since you're in voice chat, again, I would recommend what I said earlier in communicating with your teammates to wait for your shield. Okay, but you shield him. Good.
Soldier, stay behind my shield. Stay behind my shield.
Good. I like that communication with soldier. That's good.
It's a good try, but has to play in the next row.
Okay, yeah, this is actually an okay charge because you needed to just get a body back on the point, and there's a good chance you get this Winston. So I like this charge. This is probably the first opportunity you had to charge, and you took it, so I'm really happy about that. I think you messed it up, though. I think if you went to the right a little bit more, you might have been able to tag him, but whatever. Or, sorry, to pin him. Oh, yeah. Nice.
Nice grab. Nice
Very good grab.
I don't know how they're doing that, but she did.
Okay, now the question is, do you burn Earth Shatter? It's actually a 50-50. It depends. Let's see if we see a good opportunity to use it, and then we'll make the call. Oh. You guys probably lost the point. You don't have Mercy's down. You probably don't have a res. So, again, if you see a good opportunity to win the fight with Earth Shatter, you go for it. If not, you save it for the next fight. Right there maybe is an okay good opportunity, but I think you started fire striking, so now you don't have the time to do it. So, okay, so not yet, so you don't have a good opportunity yet. Okay, it looks like they're going all in on this, so you probably save your Earth Shatter. And you don't have any teammates, so yeah, you just die here. But but stall for as long as possible.
If you have ult.
Actually, if you stall long enough, you actually might have an opportunity for Earth Shatter. So let's see how this plays out. No, okay, no. Okay. I'm not sure why you put your shield down there, but that's okay. I think the point was gone. Okay, so
alright, let's
yeah, that Zarya had a really clutch Graviton, and you played that pretty well. Again, I would have liked for you to wait for your team and push out as a wave, but it worked out. Zarya got a really clutch Graviton. You guys cleaned it up. Cool. Let's keep this rolling. Yeah, so you want to get on the low ground. Yeah, you want to hold. You want to help your team. Good. Oh, okay. I guess the call is to go in. So earlier I talked about on point A not liking Reinhardt, but actually on Streaks phase I like Reinhardt here. So there's a lot of opportunities for you to get Earth Shatters and help protect your team. Yeah. Oh, what happened there? So he just ulted, so you need to go, man. Like, you have to go. You don't have to necessarily charge, but you should at least be jumping forward. That technique where you jump and you put up your shield, and then you put it down, you jump, you put up your shield, and you put it down and you jump. That's what I would like to see here. Yeah, you guys are getting killed. You guys need to go, 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 go. I think it's a 6v4.
Soldier, you're pushing too far forward.
So, yeah, you just told Soldier he's pushing too far forward, but in his defense, you should have been, with him, aggressive. So I would have liked for you to have been with him. Yeah, so this is where I want you. I want you to be aggressive right here. And I want you to position in such a way where, well, this soldier's kind of screwing you over a little bit. Well, I wouldn't say screwing you over, but let's see. I want you in general a little bit closer to this corner. That way your shield isn't so vulnerable to attacks coming this way. So just a little bit to your right, and your shield maybe a little bit, angled more to your left. So like your left side should go back more, your right side should go forward more. So, this side going this way and this side going this way. That'll reduce the amount of shield damage you're taking. But right now, your position's okay because you're trying to protect this soldier. He's looking for, for extra damage. But yeah, anyways, okay. So you could actually, actually no, I take that back. Let's let this run.
It's an annoying mic.
I think you're going to have a good Earth Shatter opportunity soon.
Yeah.
The one thing you have to watch out for is that Winston bubble.
I'm trying to balance you guys all behind my shield. But it's a little bit tricky.
So right now, I would be telling your teammates, hey guys, I'm looking for an Earth Shatter, wait for it. You don't have to tell them when you're about to do it. You just need to be like, hey teammates, I'm looking for an Earth Shatter, just be ready for it.
You should be able to shoot through the shield.
Okay. Oh man, that Winston's playing it pretty well. Yeah, you can't Earth Shatter yet because you're at risk of him putting a bubble, and you would be inside the bubble, so not yet. Okay, there's the bubble. So now what I want you to do is go left and get a good Earth Shatter here. And right now you'd be saying, hey, Earth Shatter, Earth Shatter, Earth Shatter. So let's see. There it is. Oh, the McCree stun.
Oh, that was going to be good.
That was pretty... Oh, I want to see that again. That was pretty lucky on his part. Yeah, I don't think... I don't know. Maybe I'll give the McCree the benefit of the doubt, and he knew that you were about to Earth Shatter, or he reacted really quickly. Although I'm not sure. Actually, yeah, I think you can react fast enough with the flashbang. Yeah, I think there is enough time to react, assuming your ping is low enough. Yeah, okay, we'll give McCree credit for that one.
Oh, that was going to be good.
Okay, but you can still do it now. You can go forward a little bit, and there's a good chance you get it. So let's see.
Good flashbang.
Oh, I would have liked for you to gone forward and look for another Earth Shatter. Right now. Right now. Oh, my friends. Okay, so Earth Shatter actually goes through the payload, so you can do it here. I know they recently changed it, or is it on the PTR that they changed the way Earth Shatter works? So I don't know, I'm not sure what patch you're on, but the last time I played Reinhardt, this Earth Shatter would work. You could actually, yeah, you're being way too passive with your Earth Shatter. I need you to be more aggressive here. Yeah, right now. There it is. There it is. Yes. Excellent. Okay. Cool. Okay, now you go back to shielding. Shielding, shielding, shielding. Good, good, good. A little bit slow, but that's okay. You guys won this fight. Even with the res, you guys won it. Go for the fire strike. Very good fire strike. Yes, good, good, good. Okay, so these last 10 seconds, you've been playing it almost perfectly, so I love it. Okay, okay, yeah, no, you're good, you're good, you're good. Your teammate's gonna clean up that soldier. Oh, he got away. Okay. Okay, so just one thing I want to point out that I want to commend you for is that you're really good about when your shield is low, like the 1, 2, 3, 400 range, that you put it down and let it regenerate. So I just want to commend you on that because that's something that a lot of bad Reinhardts will do. They'll let it just die. And at the higher levels, people will be really good about when the shield is like halfway, they'll burn it down like instantly. So as you climb the ranks as Reinhardt, you'll notice that you need to kind of put it down more often because the threat range, like the window in which your opponents will burn down your shield gets really big. So just a side note. Oh, okay. Okay, so it looked like, yeah, so cool. Oh, I didn't hear the charge, but they switched to Reinhardt. I want to talk a little bit about how to deal with Reinhardt on Reinhardt. If a Reinhardt ever charges you, the best thing to do, like 90% of the time, is to sidestep his charge and immediately charge where he's going. That way you get the pin, or like the reverse pin. The second best thing to do is to just charge him back and just match him. But that is pretty dangerous. I don't usually recommend that. I much prefer to sidestep him. Assume that your teammates are smart enough and good enough to avoid it, because high level players will get better at it. And Reinhardt's at the higher levels know to not just charge the way this guy did, because this was a really dumb charge. So anyways, that's just a side note. So he's out of position. Yeah, so you need to wreck him. Okay, you probably could have gotten a charge on this Reinhardt here if you had positioned a little bit more to your left and just pushed him off the map. Or at the very least, just get him away from your opponent, from your teammates. That way he doesn't wreak havoc on them. So I would have liked to see a charge here. Or another thing you can do sometimes is you get behind him and you charge him towards your teammates and you just get him as far back as possible just to get him out of the fight. So that works too. This is a good graviton. I would fire strike here and then charge, because you know that he does not have fire strike, or sorry, earth shatter. If he had earth shatter, you wouldn't do that. You would just push forward with your shield. But he doesn't have earth shatter because he just switched. So I want you to fire strike, charge here, and this is probably a cleanup. Yeah, and there's no roadhogs. I don't think there's any Annas, so you're pretty much good to go for this charge. Nice. Very good, nice. You messed up your charge, but that's okay. Good. Very good.
Nice grab.
This Zarya is hard carrying a little bit. And props to the soldier. The soldier's doing really well. And actually the Reinhardt player, is doing really well too. Basically your whole team's doing well. Okay, so right now, you want to... Okay, so now this is where the game gets really fun, because it's Reinhardt on Reinhardt. You're kind of just going to do this mind game. You're going to have Earth Shatter before him, so you can be aggressive. So the thing I like to do with Reinhardt in situations like this is just kind of like bait a little bit. Like I'll swing, and then as soon as it connects, I put it in my shield. And just to get out that extra little bit of damage, and to ensure that I get the Earth Shatter first. Okay, that was a bad fire strike. The idea of the fire strike is fine, but you aimed it really way too high. Okay, so right here, yes. Oh, I love what you're doing. You sidestep it, and then you're gonna charge him. So let's see if you pull it off. Although, well, yeah, let's see what happens. Oh yeah, exactly. Oh, unfortunately for you, he got booped up. So that was pretty sucky. What I wanted to say earlier. Oh, what? Okay, so right here, it actually looks like he might have actually hit this payload. And I just wanted to point out that if he had done that you needed to make sure that you charged in that direction and not to the right. But you waited a little bit. I would have liked actually for you to start your charge maybe a little bit more quickly. Oh darn, the video is kind of choppy. But anyways, I think you get the point. You just need to work on your reaction time, making sure that you're doing these things quickly and that you can adjust your direction. So I would have just liked for you to start charging a little bit sooner. And then with the proper reaction time, you could decide to go left or right, depending on if he hit the payload or if he went where he did. All right, cool. And actually, to be fair, if you actually did react quickly enough, even though he got booped, you would have actually been able to hit him. There was enough time to actually pin him. So that's something that's just going to come with time and practice. Oh, darn. That's really bad. Okay. Shield, shield, shield. Good. You could Earth Shatter behind this Reinhardt, actually. I think you had an opportunity there to get an Earth Shatter behind him. Okay, actually, I don't like that Earth Shatter because if he was a good Reinhardt player, he would have just blocked it. Cool, but it worked out. Put your shield up, put your shield up. Okay, they have an Ana now, so you need to watch out for those sleep darts. Thankfully, your Zarya's been on point with bubbling you. So one thing I'd like you to communicate more is telling your Reinhardt, or sorry, your Zarya when you're going to be bubbling.
I saw him in there.
Yeah, you need to put your shield up sooner. Okay.
Oh, my game.
Oh, was that a Mercy res? Oh yeah, Mercy res, cool. Okay, so you don't charge here, you just put up your shield. Oh, you need to get more aggressive. You need to get forward and block for your team, create space. Cool, good. Okay, no, you don't worry about that McCree. You got to worry about the front line. That's not your job. You got to worry about their core members. Good block there.
Oh my
no, you can't fire strike there. You were way too low health to fire strike.
games have that.
I don't want to get.
Okay, so similar to what we were saying earlier, you're taking a bunch of free damage with your Reinhardt shield. You should just be waiting behind the corner, waiting for your teammates. Yeah, so you're taking all this free damage for nothing. Yeah, so I would like for you to just be waiting, right? Just wait for your team. If you were going to contest it, then you would just go charge in and contest it. But obviously that would have been really stupid. So the only play you had here was to literally just wait behind the corner.
I thought we had that left. I'm going to lose my ult. I had my ult.
How did you tap out?
Alright, so if this is a 6v5...
Back off. That's not a good place for us.
Oh, it's back. Okay, cool.
He's here. Pharah up top. Down might be good.
Okay, I think I've seen enough of your defensive Reinhardt. Now I want to see your offensive Reinhardt. Okay. Load faster. Okay, here we go.
Sometimes I just see my mouse like cross the screen and I'm like, oh shit, I'm tabbing out, and then it just crashes.
Lucio.
Go top left.
Yeah, I would prefer you go, yeah, up that top left. Yeah, exactly. I would also like if you had just gone like all the way left. I like that route too. But for a Reinhardt, this is totally cool.
Wait for me, soldier. Reinhardt first. All right, they're giving up the high ground really easily.
Cool. You need to go a little bit more forward. A little bit more forward. There you go. Yeah, this is where I want you, and your teammates should be posturing in this area.
Careful.
So your shield's low. I would be okay with you just getting on the point and start swinging your hammer and just contesting. So I think that's totally okay, especially since you just picked up a kill.
Oh, did we just jump off? Come on, guys. We should have abused this. Oh, God.
So the only person you're protecting is... Well, did you have an... No, you're running Lucio Mercy. So really the only person you're protecting up here is Soldier. And you just got a pretty critical kill on Ana. You don't have to really just stay up here anymore. You can really, as Reinhardt, you can drop down, start contesting the point, make them drop down, and just have your Soldier play with this. Oh, sorry. Play with this sign here and that little pillar that's to the right. And, he can kind of take care of himself. So... I'd rather you at this point as Reinhardt to drop down and start contesting the point. I know you're telling your teammates to, I think you said, oh, we should abuse the high ground, but at this point, it's not your job to do that anymore.
It's going to hell. Soldier,
yeah,
why?
You need to get down
why
there.
Jump off?
So yeah, so Soldier shouldn't have jumped off. That was a misplay on his part. But obviously bitching at him is not going to, make him play better. So better for you to just, follow up and help him. God, this Reinhardt is so bad. You're schooling this Reinhardt, by the way. But a charge like that, I generally... you know what? Actually, this charge is okay because at the very least, Oh, actually, you know what? No. No, it's not good because as you get to the higher levels, a good Reinhardt is going to do that trick that you did where he's going to sidestep you and charge you back. So because this Reinhardt's really bad, it's okay. But in general, I don't like this kind of aggression. Charge is one of those abilities where it makes you vulnerable for a really long time. So I would prefer you just swing at him, and fire strikes and whatnot. Okay, so again, I want you to be more with your team. Like right here, you were kind of backing off away from them. And yes, that's because of the Tracer, but you can't let her control your positioning that much. So like... Actually, you know what, there's not... I can't really think of a better position for you to be in. You're just kind of dancing with her. So, actually, I take that back. You were playing that fine, but now it's time to go back left. Okay, cool, which is what you're doing. Okay, great, yes. Good.
What happened to our Ana?
So, this is, I think, part of the reason why Reinhardt has fallen out of the meta. People are using, you know, Tracers and Genjis more. Well, I don't know, at least on the Chinese server. And Pharah's more. So for Reinhardt, like Reinhardt's really good, right? And like a front to back type of fighting scenario where they have a Reinhardt, you have a Reinhardt, and they're just kind of all shooting at each other. And he does really well when like the enemy team has like, you know, soldiers and McCrees and stuff like that. But now with all this mobility, you're doing this thing where you're just kind of turning around 360, like, oh shit, who do I block? Who do I protect? Who do I swing? And that's not where Reinhardt excels. So, you know, just as a side note, this is, like, there wasn't a whole lot better you could do there. It's just kind of the situation. So.
Regroup, right, you're all in.
She's doing their entire... She's doing their entire...
How does Farah always manage to hit me behind my shield?
Because that's what she does.
Alright, wait, let me go first.
Good.
Alright, no one's up here. Now let's just get some picks while we're here. Or die, that works too. Don't even have... Alright, Farah's down. So is Lucio. Yeah. Maybe we should try something else. If it doesn't work this time,
you got a Tracer behind you. So I would have liked if you told your teammates that there's a Tracer behind you. That way Anna can get a sleep dart and a nade or whatever. So actually this... Oh, okay. So the Reinhardt's about to charge. I actually would have liked for you to charge and see if you can get that Reinhardt like off the map. It's actually a little bit risky because you're at risk of getting that Diva. And if you get Diva, there's a potential for her to just fly back up. So, since Reinhardt's charging and you have Bubble, how long have you had Bubble for?
If it doesn't work this time.
Oh yeah, so you can just let him, you can just eat this completely and he'll be out of position and you guys can just kill him. Yeah, good. Oh, I don't like that you charged him back though. He was in the perfect position for your team to just clean him up. And then you can get back into the fight. Now you're going to be out of position. You potentially just lost your team the fight here, so we'll see what happens. Okay, so...
Alright, I took their Reinhardt off the...
Okay, so that was probably the biggest misplay I've seen from the entire game. Once he charged you, and because you had Bubble, your team was going to clean him up, and then you were going to walk into that fight with a one-man advantage. Instead... He was already dead, so instead you killed him and you killed yourself in the process. So that was a really bad play on your part, and it could have cost your team the fight. It looks like you guys picked it up. Okay, I think I've seen enough of this VOD to kind of comment. I feel like as a player, you're pretty interesting because you have kind of this... yeah, you should have been able to block that. As Reinhardt... Sorry, just one last thing. As Reinhardt, you can almost always block enemy Reinhardt Earth Shatters as long as you're not in the middle of a fire strike, because there's always enough time to put up your shield, unless you have like, I don't know, like 200 ping or something. Okay, so we'll let this play. So yeah, as a player, you're pretty interesting because there's a lot of things that you're doing that, in my opinion, make you like above your level, like, you know, probably like a diamond level Reinhardt. But then you're doing some plays that, you know, I would say is like typical of like maybe like a silver Reinhardt or something. So in general, though, I think your play is you're playing really well. So I think you will climb. There's just like these small things. Maybe I would watch this video one more time and just to go through all the small tips I gave you, because there really are just a lot of small things I need you to improve upon. And in a game like this, where I would say Reinhardt isn't even that great, I feel like you did a pretty good job of, you know, making a presence on the team. So let's just kind of wrap up. Earth Shatters need you to be more aggressive. I need you to practice swinging more, like doing the dance with Reinhardt where you're swinging and putting up your shield, swinging, putting up your shield. Your fire strikes seem to be okay. You had that one fire strike where you did it when you had like 100 health and you died. Your charging is actually, you have a nice balance of charging. You're not charging too often. I would actually say that the amount that you charge is pretty good, because a lot of times Reinhardt charges will lose teams' fights. So it's like that charge. That charge that Reinhardt just did was stupid. And also this charge you just did was not smart. So, and you also had that one charge just now when you died, you fell off the cliff and you pushed the enemy Reinhardt off the cliff. That was also a bad charge. So I would say these two charges that you just did were pretty bad. I think the rest were pretty much on point. So yeah, your shield usage is great. I would say that's probably one of the most important things as a Reinhardt. Oh, by the way, tip here. This tracer just put her bomb on your shield. You can actually put it down for a second and it'll fall. The pulse bomb will fall, and then you can put your shield back up and then move backwards. So just a small tip there. In your defense, you had low health, so that's not so bad. Anyways, yeah, so your shield usage is actually pretty damn good, and that's probably one of the most important things as Reinhardt, is to just keep your shield up a lot. Because a lot of Reinhardts, they want to charge and fire strike all the time and swing all the time, and they're not putting their shield up enough. So yeah, I think you will climb. Just work on some of these finer details and learn when to get aggressive, when to, you know, fall back, how to protect your teammates more. Yeah, cool. Oh god, this enemy Reinhardt is so bad. This is how you don't play Reinhardt. This opponent Reinhardt is probably a really good example of really bad Reinhardt. So yeah. Okay, I think that's the end of the video. I hope this was helpful.